So now let's move up to the steering wheel on the 5700XE. First, we don't have detents on the adjustability of the tilt and the telescopic features, so you can really get the steering wheel positioned exactly where you want it. Moving over to these right side controls, there's an optional Bluetooth radio on the 5700, so we can accept or end phone calls. You could set and adjust your cruise speed, you can mute your radio, and you could flash your marker lights all from the right side thumb. Moving over to the left side, you can scroll between screens on your driver information display, adjust the volume on your radio, and flash your headlights. Now this truck features a DT12 automated manual transmission, which features a stalk to shift gears. Now when you click it over to the drive position, you're in drive, and that's all you need to do. You push the accelerator and you're going to go down the road. You need to back up, go through neutral, go to reverse, and you'll be in the reverse gear and you can back up. Now in drive, when you're driving down the road, if you need jakes, you just pull the switch down almost in a blinker fashion. So you're pulling it directly down towards you, and that'll give you jakes. So that's third level jake, second level jake, and first level jakes. And this is jakes off. Now if you need to manually try to get a downshift, you could push the gear selector forward, and if you need to get an upshift, you pull it towards you. All right, moving over here to the left-hand control, the first thing you're going to note is that we have an optional self-canceling turn signal on the 5700XE. We also have wiper controls. You flick this up and you can control the windshield wipers, you can hit the windshield washer, and you also control the headlight high beams by pushing it forward. The center is the standard beam, and then you pull it towards you to flash the headlights. Now let's move out to the dashboard. This dash, again, is a very traditional looking dash. We wanted to maintain that look because people tell us they really like that traditional look of a Western Star cab. So we maintained that look. We kept the adjustable gauges, so you could fold this big gauge panel down and move each gauge and position it where you want it. All right, here's where that Daimler technology we talked about really helped create some advancements in the 5700XE. Here we've got our driver information display. It houses our tachometer, speedometer, oil temperature gauge, water temperature gauge, and fuel level gauge, along with the DEF level at the bottom of the fuel level gauge. Moving up here, we've got this readout that will indicate, number one, where the N is. It'll go to D when you're in drive mode, or R when you're in reverse of the DT12 transmission. Now when you're in drive mode and you're shifting through the gears, it will actually numerically show what gear you're in. Now moving over to the right side, you can see some LED readouts here. Let's see what some of these show. Some good information here. You've got trip fuel information, overall fuel economy information, some engine information, and what's really helpful is this diagnostic codes. It used to be where if you got a diagnostic code running down the road, you had to sit there and count the flashes of your check engine light. Now you just go to this screen, hit the button, and it will actually display the fault code that's going on so you can get some assistance. Now moving over to the switch panel, the first thing you're going to notice is that we moved the trailer brake control lever to the B panel. That's because the DT12 transmission control is now occupying the right-hand stalk. The switches are the same switches you've come to know and love in a Western Star. They're the marine grade rocker switches that are watertight and waterproof in case you happen to spill something on them. Moving up here, we've got our WABCO OnGuard collision mitigation system display there. So now let's talk about some of the safety system options that are available on the 5700XE. First of all, ABS is standard, and it's available with this optional traction control system that can be activated with a flick of the switch on the dash. We also offer roll stability control and enhanced roll stability control. Now moving over here, we've got our switch for the WABCO lane alert system. You can see there's a camera mounted in the windshield that's calibrated to the center of the lane. This provides an audible warning if you're veering out of your lane without the use of your turn signal. If you're using your turn signal and changing lanes, the system will not alert you. This feature can be momentarily turned off by flicking the switch for when you're in construction zones or where there's multiple lanes and the system is creating alerts. We also offer this WABCO OnGuard collision avoidance system. This system's radar is mounted in the front bumper, and this works with or without cruise control. Essentially what it does is it will maintain a safe distance. If you're driving down the highway and a vehicle pulls in front of you and slows down, it will automatically apply the brakes and slow your vehicle down to maintain that safe distance between you and that vehicle in front of you. Refer to your dealer for additional information on all of these Western Star safety systems. And that completes this portion of the video. Please proceed to the next module and continue learning about the 5700XE.